Alrighty guys, how's it going? I can't sleep. I puttered off and on all day. Those two 4910s are ported. I got to test and tune on them. I got to put a sticker on that one yet. But figured while I was dinking with 4910s, I took one of my brand new cases. This is the one that's got the chip out of it here. So I didn't want to use this one for powder coating. I took an OEM cylinder off this other brand new one right here. Earlier today I was trying to get some numbers and help a viewer. He's working on porting his 4910, so I tried to help him out. So I pulled the cylinder off one of my crankcases and then threw it on one that had a wheel on it, and gave him a call and walked him through. Hopefully he's having good results. This is the brand new crank that's out of this one. This is another 4910 crank. This is my Stonebreaker T that I'm working on tonight. This is a Shindaiowa crank, and just like the other, now the crank I put in the other one had an end like this. You would have almost sworn that somebody pressed it apart and swapped the rods. But this one has a different style crank on the end. But everything else is the same. This is a Shindaiowa crank. See how the wrist pin bearing don't fit the Shindaiowa, but it fits right in the 4910s. Because the 501, 4910s, 490, 492, they all have a bigger wrist pin. And it's an oddball. I think it's like 11 millimeter. So you are pretty much stuck with the Echo piston. Switching to this crankshaft allows me to modify a Husqvarna piston to fit in there, and it gives me a 10 millimeter pin. And I've got some different bearings here. I don't have the actual Shindaiowa needle cage. I'm not exactly, I think some of these are steels. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I'm going to roll with this one. Get my calipers out. I'm just shy of 500. About 500 right on the money. This one's about 3,000 under. This one's way under. That one's way under, so I'm gonna go with this one. It's my widest one. Well, I've got a wider one, but it's too wide. I've got one right here too, but oh, and it's the wrong size. That's probably, what's this one? That one's a 1410. We're gonna roll with this one. I like that. I already got spacers made up right here out of aluminum. Built some spacers so it'll space the piston, and then got a lightweight wrist pin here I was working on for a different project. I don't know where my scale is. dirty. The Meteor is 13. That one is 10, but it's really short. That one is 10, it's a little bit longer. That one is 11. That one's 9. That's my lightest one so far. So it's 12. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be better off running the right width wrist pin. I don't want a whole lot of play in there. I want to, as hard as I'm gonna spin this thing, I think I'm just gonna lighten this Meteor wrist pin. I think that's gonna be the plan. $49.10 shenanigans, huh? So, this is a test piston. This will be the one I actually lighten. Get some dead millers in there. So, let's see here. Seems like I went all through this with the first piston swapped one, but I cannot remember for the life of me what we were sitting at. There's the little kit and caboodle right there. 77. We're at 82. So, without even no piston work yet, we're lighter. By a lot. 77. I don't know where my calculator is. I don't feel like straining the brain. Let's see. 77. There were five different, so, and that's going to change a lot. There's an absolute ton of material I can remove off the inside of this thing. I gotta throw this in here. Guess I'll throw these things here in there too, so you can see what these do. That's what my homemade shims do. I set it up to the same tolerance as what the 4910 is, and then I gave it about an extra thou, just because these aluminum ones are probably going to swell. But yeah, I'm gonna clearance this out some, to match what I want to do. But if I screw up, I got a backup piston. That stuff actually don't taste too bad. I don't got no sugar or nothing in it. But these cranks keep over here. I'm down to one case gasket left. I'm going to have to order more. So I wanted to use these brand new cases because they're brand new seals. I got a set of used cases here. I could have done, but it's starting to get mag rot, and I'm going to save these for a different project. That case is going to be the purple one, but that gasket's actually for the purple build, but I decided I'm going to use it for this crankcase. So, I don't think I'm going to use this cylinder, but I'll probably use that for the purple one. I have this cylinder that was donated to me. It's got a lot cut off the base. I don't know how much. Nothing else has been done. They trimmed the skirt in the base, but it's enough cut off where the piston smashes into the top of the chamber. So I already got a cut chamber anyway, so I'm going to see if I can cut enough out of this one to get it to clear. Now, if I recall, I believe this piston's taller, if I remember right. It's hard to gauge exactly because of the pin size difference. Yeah. This was taller. That's why I was able not to cut the base on the last one. That cylinder's probably not going to work for me. I think I'm going to end up having to cut too much out. Shoot. Well, I guess I could probably cut enough out of that to make it work with a stock piston, so I'll save that for a different build. Guess I'll use this cylinder. Yep. Trying to think. Yeah. Probably use that cylinder. So I did order all the bits and pieces to put a spur sprocket on this. I just gotta wait for it to come. But I think tonight I'm gonna work on putting the case together. And I think I'm gonna work on cutting the chamber and lightening the piston. I'm gonna lighten the piss out of that piston. Try to anyway. I'm gonna lighten the wrist pin, the piston. That's one. That's one. So these are the same weight as them, so I'm not worried about that. Piston is 55, so I need to write that down so I couldn't remember that. So this is 55. Alrighty, so that's what I'm going to be puttering on tonight. Just 4910 shenanigans. So I'm going to attack this one harder than I did the other one that I sent out for testing. We're going to see what happens. So, alright, I've blibber blabbered on here enough. So you guys take it easy and have a good one.